screen.
Okay.
So,
You want me to? I'll
What's
take
that?
it up.
And is that Lisa with you, Katie?
Eileen, my friend Eileen.
Hi, Eileen. Welcome.
Wonderful. Welcome.
Yes, so glad to have you both. Oh my goodness. Okay,
So do you want
so
me
I
to
talked about, okay, can I move that up there? Okay, yes, I think I can. Oh, perfect. Just want to make sure I could see you guys okay. You know, we were going to talk about 3 questions. It ended up being a few more than 3 questions when I put on my little flyer for you guys. But it kind of boils down to 3 questions, and then how we're going to kind of move our business forward. That's kind of the crux of our call today. And so I had the idea of doing this in January, but I didn't want to do it in January because at the beginning of January, we're talking so much about goals. We're just getting through the holidays. We're still like processing. I wanted to give us some time. That's why we're doing this now, because I think we you know, January's gone. We're really full into 2020 now, that we can kind of reflect a little bit better, and we can also plan better for this year, for the future. So I want to start with just 2 questions, and we're going to go into 2 areas. Okay. One is, I want you to think about your personal life. Okay. And then I want you to think about your business life, because they definitely intertwine, as I left a message on Team Believe today about this. You know, when we're struggling in our personal life, when there have been challenges or roadblocks or whatever it is, our business tends to take a slump too, because we're struggling, right? When our personal life is really grooving, our business life tends to groove. So they kind of go together. That's what I've always found in my own life. They've just really gone together. And I just want you guys to have permission to let you know that that's okay. That is totally normal. And it's really good to recognize it, to take time with it, to have grace for yourself, but also to work through it. And I think we've all done that. So the first 2 questions I have, and you can kind of go in either direction, personal or business, is, you know, what do you want to carry forward from 2019? What were you doing that was really good? You know, in your personal life, what was thriving? Where did you, you know, have good relationships or good connections or good work ethic, whatever it was personally. And then also, you know, I want you to bring that forward. Okay. And so I want you to write that down. This was something I really noticed that I loved in my personal life, and I want to bring that into 2020. And then I want you to take that to your business. And I want you to look back over to the last year and think about, you know, what was really working for me? Maybe it was the personal connection one-on-one with people. If that was working for you last year and you want to carry that forward, carry that forward. If you were doing more on social media, you found you were making more connections through social media, you are really growing in that area, and you want to bring that forward, that would be something you want to bring forward. Does that make sense?
Not really.
Those are just a couple examples. Not really? How about personal development? You know, you were spending time in strengthening maybe some skills. Maybe you were working through vulnerability, for instance, or maybe you were working through courage. I know one thing is we were really realizing how important it is to step out of our comfort zone. And when we step out of our comfort zone, we grow in courage, we grow as an individual, and magic happens when we get out of our comfort zone. So if that was something that you were working on last year and you want to bring that forward to this year, that's kind of my first question for you guys. And obviously we won't get all the answers in 30 minutes and it's fine. And you may want to even think, what do I want to leave behind? You know, that's the second question that kind of mirrors. You know, what do I want to leave behind in my business life? For me, I would say it was procrastination. You know, that's something I really want to leave behind. If I have an idea, I want to act on it. that would be something. So I'm going to bring a new thing into 2020. I'm going to act on my idea. You know, I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. That might be one. Maybe you want to leave behind, I don't know. For me, another one was staying at home too much. I stayed at home too much. I didn't get out and meet with people individually. So in January, I started really reaching out and having coffees and lunches and just getting face-to-face with people. And that has seemed to grow my network. I all of a sudden I feel like, ooh, I have another new person to talk to. I have another new person to talk to because I've gotten out of my house. So that's something I want to leave behind, is staying at home. And I want to have some traction in getting out of my house and having those appointments on my calendar. Does that make sense? So I just want you guys to sit with those two questions for a couple minutes, okay? I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you too long, but I'm going to give you about 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. Oops. Oh my goodness. Something that's in the small print, I just want to point out to you guys, you know, when you're thinking about what you want to carry forward, right here it says, that gives you energy and blesses others. What is it that really gave you energy last year? What helped you bless others? That might help you pinpoint something you want to bring forward. What lights you up? Could be CrossFit for you, Maria, right? Yeah, I mean, that lights you up, right? Yeah. And when you're thinking about, you know, what you want to leave behind, you know, what's something that's not serving you, that's draining you, and it's not serving others. You know, maybe that is negativity. You know, our lovely brain. Okay, give me another few seconds. And you guys can keep thinking about it and definitely spend some more time on that. But this might also help you. This next question is, you know, what do you want? And again, I really want you guys to think personally as well as business. You know, what do you want for yourself or for you and your husband, for your family? What do you want? Why do you want it? Why is that important to you? And then if it's business, you know, what do you want from this business? And why do you want it? Personally, I want time, freedom, and flexibility for me. I want that for my family because I want to spend as much time as possible with Bill and my kids. That's just what I want. Why do I want that? Because I love them, because I want to build into them. I want to build into hopefully my grandkids one day. I want to make a difference in their lives, and I want to make a difference in other people's lives. I need time flexibility, and I need time freedom, for that. Of course, I need the finances to do it well. That's where my business comes in. So these will mirror each other, you guys. They really will. What do you want, and why do you want it? And there's a list of all these becauses, because, this is where you're going to need to take some time personally, but you really want to dig down, and ask yourself why. I want this because, and you might have an answer, and then that answer might be because I love spending time with my family. Well, why do I like spending time with my family? And then I might have an answer there because they fill me up, they fuel me. I love seeing them develop. Why do you see that? Why do you like that? Well, because I love seeing that personal development. So that's another, I'm getting deeper, okay? And you keep digging, and you dig and you dig. And you guys, that's how we really find our why. And that's how, when we don't feel like doing something, or we've had a bad day, or we've been in a slump, that's going to get us back on track. That's going to get us back picking up the phone. That's going to get us back meeting with a girlfriend for lunch. That's going to get us back realizing, I do want this flexibility. I do want this, it's worth the work. You guys, that's what I want you to understand. It is worth the work, because why you want something, you have to work for it. It's never going to be easy. It's just not. It's always going to be challenging. But if you're doing the things that light you up, and you're doing the things that you want because you know why you want them, it will help you get back up. There's two things at the bottom here: concept, which is a heart thing, and concrete is a schedule thing. I'm still working in my own brain how those two work. I was having trouble with this portion of this worksheet, but a concept is more of an idea, and obviously your heart's involved. It's a feeling, but then you got to bring it into something concrete so that you can do something about it. You got to schedule it. And I think that's the biggest thing with Juice Plus, I find anyway. It's so not concrete. The concept is so big. I mean, we could do Juice Plus anytime, anywhere. So then we don't do it at all, because it's not scheduled. It's not like you're clocking in, right? It's not like you have to wake up and do this from 9 to 12. No, you don't. You have the flexibility to do it whenever you want. So then we don't schedule it, and we don't actually put into practice what we want and why we want it. So that's where this concept and concrete, that's what I want you to kind of wrestle with a little bit. So what do you want, and why do you want it? And guys, trying to stick with like 2 or 3 things. Don't worry about too many. We can get overwhelmed. This was one thing I did a coaching with Amy, and I had told her all of these things that I wanted. And she said, okay, Kirsten, let's narrow it down. 3 things. Why are they important? And what can you do? What's one thing you can do about those 3 things? That's it. That's it. I love that. So as we're opening up some concepts and what you want, you guys narrow it down. And, give yourself a realistic expectation. I had a monetary thing that I wanted, and I've wanted it for a long time, and it was too big. And Amy said, Kirsten, it's going to take you too long. You need to shrink that down. So she gave me like just a $500 increment, let's work on that. And then when you get that, what are you going to do to reward yourself? So you might want something huge, Okay, huge. But what is there, what's something that you want that's going to get you toward that goal, but it's more tangible? What's something you want? Okay.
Kirsten, I listened to a podcast just this past weekend, and I've listened to it twice already.
Yeah.
And it all has to do with effective goal setting and how it's a really brilliant podcast. I probably should share it and
Please put it into Believe for us.
because
Yeah.
it just breaks it down. Okay, so you have this goal, but what are the steps required in order for you to work towards the goal? It was just so brilliantly done, and yeah, I'll probably put it on Team Believe because
Thank you.
I can hear it. Like I plan on listening to it again and again.
Great.
Because it has to do with this.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that would be a great compliment, Maria, to this, having that and working through that and re-listening to it. I think that would be awesome.
Right.
So these next three, you guys, is really great because we're going to bring it down, make it a little simpler. And if you can think, because a lot of times we've set goals or we've thought about what we haven't liked and what we do want, what, if anything, has gotten in your way in the past? What has gotten in your way? Because something has, right? Something always gets in my way. What gets in my way? One of my things is I am too nice. And I will give everyone else the time of day except for what is important to me. That has really gotten in my way. I'm too flexible. I'll just go do something for someone else if they ask me, rather than having a hedge of protection around my time. I'm getting better at that, but that's just one thing that really has stuck with me. That's gotten in my way. And then you can think of what is your first step then. If something has gotten in your way, maybe your first step is to eliminate that. Whether it's a negative voice or a negative individual in your life, surrounding yourself with more positive people or a positive book. What is your first step? And then you need to let me know and the people close to you what support you need. Because that is super important that we have support. And I want to encourage you guys to let me be a support. One thing that I'm doing with Amy, and I've got one of my team members, Charlene, I don't know if you're on, because I know you were running late. If you're on, that's awesome. But Charlene and I are checking in once a week, and she's filling me in on a couple things, just a couple things. And I'm able to support her, affirm her, yet hold her accountable. And I'm doing that every Friday. I have to check in with Amy, and let her know my 3 things that are really important to me, and have I done them, and mine actually all surround self-care, also all around self-care, exercise, reading, journaling. Those are my 3 things that will help move me forward in 2020. And so I have to check in about that. And I love that because now I know I have to check in. And so I better do it. And if I haven't, I have someone who's holding me accountable. And so I want to do that for you. If you guys can give me, even if it's just one thing, I don't care. 1, 2, 3, no more than 3, because that's manageable. And I need to know how I can support you in that way. Oh my goodness, it's 8:25 already. We got like 3 minutes. Oh, but I think this is so good. This is just so what we need, just a little bit of time right here. I'm going to hit on DMO next week because I want to be fair to that, and I want to be fair to this. So here's the whole sheet, you guys, and it's in Team Believe. And feel free to, save it. It's an image. You can have it on your phone. You can print it, and take your time with this. Because we have an opportunity to design our life. We have been given an unbelievable opportunity. Everyone has it, you guys, everybody. Doesn't matter where you are in life, but I'm reading The Energy Bus, you guys. You got to read it. Oh my gosh, it's such a great book. And John Gordon's going to speak at conference. And, the first rule is you are the driver of your bus. You're the driver of your bus. You are in control. You can design your life. It is, if it's to be, it's up to me, And that, I just have that running in my head. I get to choose how I'm going to wake up and how I'm going to spend my day today. If I'm going to have a positive attitude, attitude is everything, 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 because then we're not reacting, but we are being intentional because it's our attitude. So I just love this worksheet. I think it's really helpful, and take your time, with these questions. But let's move forward in 2020, you guys. Let's move forward. Let's leave what has held us back. Let's leave that in 2019. And let's figure out what we loved from 2019 that we're excited about, that's lit us up, or that's going to light us up, and bring that into 2020 and move forward. And that's how we're going to grow personally, and that's how we're going to grow in our business. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can see you guys. Okay, we got 3 minutes before Doug and Sharon are on. They're doing the Join Our Mission call tonight. It's going to be fantastic. It is a Zoom, and if you guys want that Zoom number, I want to go ahead and just give it to you because it's not our normal one. Let me see, where is it? Oh dear, can I even get it? Nope. Sorry. Do any of you guys have it? Now I'm trying to find it. And okay, yeah, it is. It's Julie's normal number, 561-391-2727. So it is the normal, no, I'm sorry, 561-212-3981. I gave you the Boca Christian School number the first time. That's hilarious. Okay, the Zoom number for Doug and Sharon, 561-212-3981. But before we go, is there anybody who wants to share something that lights them up? Okay, we're ending on the positive. What really lights you up? Oh dear, Sharon Farrar is calling me. Hold on. Sharon, you okay?
Do you know the sign-in for Julie's webinar Zoom?
I think it's her email.
Yeah. What's the password?
Hannah 123.
Oh, Hannah 123. Thank you. That's it. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Good, sorry. She's got to get in that call. Anybody want to share what lights them up?
I'll share.
Thank you, Jackie.
Sure. It actually provides both sides of the equation. It lights me up and scares my pants off.
Okay.
So I know that that's definitely something that I can thrive from instead of just survive from.
Yeah.
And I set the intention at the beginning of this year to really engage in speaking opportunities.
Yes.
And I have been asked by 4 different people to have speaking opportunities. And so that was my intention. And it excites me and thrills me to no end, but it definitely scares the pants off of me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I'm really excited about. So this was a good exercise because I'm recognizing quite a number of things. The perfectionist in me is like freaking out, but then the thriving side of me is like, just go for it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good. I love that. Thank you. So good, you know, and I can tell just by your facial expression and the sound of your voice that it lights you up. So
Uh-huh.
good. Anybody else?
I want to carry forward meaningful work, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, things I love to teach. And so kind of thinking where can I have opportunities to teach in the past, and meaningful work, something that I think would be helpful to other people and inspiring.
Oh, I love that. That is great. You're such a born teacher. I think that's wonderful.
Thank
Lights
you.
you up. That is
Yep.
great. You guys all please say hi to Sarah. Sarah, I see you. Chambers, yay. He's one of our new reps. Sarah's down there. Welcome. Welcome to the group.
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you. This was a little bit of a different team call today. I'm so glad you were on. But okay, I know it's already 8:31, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you can jump on and listen to Doug and Sharon Fracks. They're gonna be fantastic, and they're gonna share the mission. And I will see you guys next week. But please, I really encourage you guys to
Bye,
vote
Kristen.
individually. Okay, and tell me. Who was that? Did someone say something?
Bye, Kristen.
Bye.
Eileen. Bye.
Bye. Take care, you guys. Have a great day.